Guys, welcome to NKD Trade Zone. So right about today, before we proceed on the gameplay using the strategy of the BET9JA for Naija VIP, I'll be going on to explain something over to you guys now. So keep up with this video as I'll be explaining that in a short period of time. Now, when you come into the game of For Naija, one thing you should keep in mind is that this game is all about statistics. Nothing is random in this, and I'll prove it shortly to you. Nothing is random in this. Now, how I will state that is, we'll go over to two process right here. Go over now to your color. Look at your all time. What do you find out here? On the frequency, we have an all time of 24, 25, 34, 25, 33, 25, 33. If in any way this game was random, let's say they were randomly drawing out numbers, such an occurrence like this that is so correlative would not occur. It will occur where you have something like that. Means at every point in time, the statistics works to make sure that you get a gameplay that would be in par with each other. That means anytime that one is dropping, the other has to come up. Anytime that one is coming up, one has to go down. So right now, as you can see, green on 25.34, it has to come on par. That means in a short time, green will drop to 25.33. Either red, either blue should be up to 25.34. So that is how the system runs. So keep in mind that none of this is random. Nothing is random. Moving over to the BET9JA all time. Look at these two on the frequency. You have a frequency of what? 14.63 to 14.62. Nothing less, nothing more. All the way down, the same thing. Telling you that at a point, all this 14.62 will become 14.63. All this 14.63 will become 14.62. That means at a point, some numbers has to start dropping for others to start increasing. So some has to drop, others will increase. And if you move over now to your 100 draws, look at this. You can see one on 13.33, on 15, 15, 15, and so much others like this. Some on 13 points, some on 14 points, some on 15 points. Though none got to 16, but you can see something as high as 15.67 with a max win streak of what? 44. That means in the last 100 draws, there was a time whereby the number 45 did not appear for a whole 44 times. That means if you had played 44 draws, playing only the number 45, you would have won the 45 draws consecutively. And looking at the number another number that beat a high digit is also the number 23. A whole 33 times it did not come out for a single time. So that is the system. That means if you check out now, this number 45 in the all time, number 45 in the all time is at a statistics of 43. There's a high chance that they will drop it to 14.62 in a short while. So you understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying in this video is simple. This is all about statistics. This is all about hot period and the cold period. This is all about the hot period and the what? Cold period. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that none of this, definitely none of this is just random. So if you are playing this system, you have to make sure you have a strategy, and a strategy that deals with the hot and cold period. And that is what I always implement in most of my strategies, the hot period and the cold period. And with that being stated, there are so much other ways to show that. You go over to your BET49, check the all time, you can see the same frequency 2.04, 2.04. Just it tells you that this system is making sure that it gives itself the absolute possibility of perfection. It always makes sure. Imagine a system whereby they have 2.04, 2.04, and you wish to tell yourself that all this is random. It's not. Take that off your mindset. It's not. 2.04% in all, except this that is 2.05. That means in a short while, the number 5, as you can see here, will start lagging. It has to give itself the 2.04. It has to give itself the setting of what? 2.04. That means in a short time, there might be a period that for 100 draws or so, you will see the number 5 appearing very rarely. So it can give itself the chance to join and fit into the perfection of the structure. So you should also state that. Go over to high-low, check the high-low. You have what? 48%, 48%, and only 3% on the medium. But this high, this low, gave themselves almost a perfect number of 48.23, 48.23. It shows you that this is not random. So keep in mind that this is not random. You move over to 100 draws, you can see something much more out of the long-term idea. And the long-term idea is what? 48.23. In short time, they have to what? Give this 55 to be able to match. That means at a point, this high was like 55, this was 40, this was 5. They had to change it so that they will make sure that the long-term idea is stable. Look at the 24 hours. You find out what? That you have a 48.98, 47 points. 21. You can see 47.21 here, 48.98. Going over now to 100 draws, you can see something rather much different there. This is 55 now. So in a short while, they want to make sure that they compensate the 24 hours right here for being lesser than the high. They want to compensate the 24 hours of the low for being lesser than the high. That means this low on a short period of time should keep on coming over and over and over. That means in the next few hours, this should be what? Much more relative. Let's say 48 here and 48 here. It must correlate. So get that in mind and know that this structure is made to be perfect as much as possible. It is not random. It is not random in any way.